Good evening, salutations, my soap opera fans. Let me just kind of fix this a little bit. So, good evening. Like I usually do, I kind of wait till some people join, and we'll sit there and start chopping it up about different soaps and anything in between. I gotta sit there and say that I had a much better day than I did yesterday. I don't know what it was yesterday. It felt like the day was just literally escaping me. And I put out my soap opera, well, my GH review really late, and I was actually at 300, so I was really surprised. I only got two people so far. So, um, yeah, yesterday was just going by super fast. I think I actually caught up to everything, as far as soap operas is concerned. I finally caught up to yesterday's B&B, both of them. Um, I just finished yesterday's Y&R. I don't know if there's going to be a new episode tonight. I know with GH, there wasn't a new episode because, I guess, news coverage and stuff. And I was saying in my Game of All Lives review, I was like, you know what? I'm so glad that Days is on Peacock because it would have been another interruption. Oh, okay. Thank you for the like. We got four people so far. Um, yeah, it would have been another interruption. So glad that I got Peacock. Well, I'm glad that it's on Peacock also. With yesterday going on, Apple is in the chat. How are you doing? How you doing this evening, Apple? How's your day or night going? Susan Russell is in the chat. How you doing, Susan? I got a new face. Wow. How are you doing today or tonight? Got six people in the chat already. That's what's up. So yeah, seven. Okay, wow. Alexandra is in the chat. How are you doing? Richard is in the chat. How are you doing? Got some new people up in the chat. Okay, that's what's up. Um, yeah, with yesterday going on, I don't know. I also felt like I was a little bit drained a little bit too. Oh, Apple, there is a new episode. Okay, good, good, good. 'Cause I'm up to the episode where it looks like um Nate is about to tell on himself, and at this point, I feel like it's for no reason. Like literally, his girl just left. I don't really understand what is the point of throwing himself in the sword at this point. And what people in the chat was they're telling me, like he gets the boot. Okay, he gets the boot. So he loses his girl. He gets the boot from the company. Oh, Susan, it was good today. Okay, okay, all right. Yesterday when I was talking to Samuel, he was saying that Y&R is a very slow burn, and I can see that. And it sometimes when it's really good, it's really good. Then there's other times I'm watching it and I'm just like, oh, after he did tell on himself. Okay. Oh, I can't wait to watch that. Oh, Juanita is in the chat. How are you doing today? How are you doing tonight, Juanita? I can't wait to watch that. This is gonna be so great. It is gonna be so great watching him get fired. Oof. I know I shouldn't be that happy about it, but it's gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I think maybe I'll just make a separate video talking about the new stuff I'm gonna be doing with the channel. And I think everyone's gonna be really excited. Really, really excited. I was coming up with some fun ideas, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Oh, after you watching. Oh, you watch. Oh, you watched it three times. Wow. Apple, how long have you been watching Y&R? It seems like we got a lot of people that watches. Does everyone in the chat so far watches Y and R? But yeah, I'm gonna make a separate video when that time comes. But just to let everyone know, there's gonna be some new. I won't sit there and say changes, but it's gonna be some really good add-on stuff that people are going to really love. Oh, one of you watched it yesterday. Okay. Yeah. That's the episode I was catching up to. Oh, Susan, you watch all four of them. Okay, cool. Scanner currently hate being B&B. Yeah, I saw yesterday's episode. Oh, Scanner, you didn't watch YNR this week. Okay. Yeah, I saw yesterday's episode of B&B. I'm like, all right, so let me get this straight. You're gonna break up with her. You're not gonna tell her why. You're just gonna just be like, yeah, we're done. My family, and you did this to me, and why aren't you not saying anything? And she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm thinking, bro, if you're gonna break up with her, you're gonna end your marriage with her, whatever. Don't you think you should tell her why instead of just, oh, I don't know. Like he didn't even say why he broke up with her. He didn't even say that. Steffi is so extra. Does anyone in this chat actually like Steffi? Well, Apple's Rich has always been like that. Exactly, Scanner. I'm like, yo, Apple, you don't like Steffi. Okay. Does anyone in the chat actually like Steffi? I feel the sad thing is that I feel like the only people that like Steffi is the people that follow the actress on Instagram. I feel like that's the only people that actually ride with her. She's a lot better than what she used to be. Jesus Christ. What was she like before? I mean, right now I'm seeing her. I'm like, she's a train wreck. What was she like before? Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay, it's kind of she was insufferable before. Oh, okay. So, Susan, you didn't like her when she okay with the whole build thing. Juanita, you just can't take being. I don't blame you. I mean, Juanita, how long have you been watching B&B? Yeah, Apple. It seems like that. It seems like that. There's times where she will sit there and bring that up. Hell, there was one time a couple weeks ago. Oh wow, Juanita, over 30 years. That's a long time. The great Nikisha Moore is in the chat. Welcome. Okay. Yeah, Skin. I mean, come on. I mean, you got Bill. That's pretty much an alpha. I mean, it's an alpha and a beta. It's not really hard to sit there and see the choice. It actually kind of seems like a downgrade, to be honest. It does. It seems like it's kind of a downgrade. And I don't even know the characters that well. I have a feeling I'm just gonna scared. I don't know. This kind of seems like a downgrade a little bit. But Steppy is just oof. Every 5 minutes whining about oh my, and then she actually had did well. I'm assuming everyone saw it yesterday. Then she had the audacity to sit there and practically kick Brooke when she was down. Yes, Ken, I agree with that. But then she's not there kicking her when she's down. And she's like, well, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just stating facts. I'm like, no, you're not. You're you're not doing it at all. You're just being cruel for no reason. Like, why did you need to go out there, sit next to Brooke, and be like, your time with my dad is over? What was the point of that? Like, when you think about that, what was even the point of that? Yeah, no, Skinner, I agree with that. I agree with that. And I haven't even watched the show that long, and I can definitely agree with that. Nikisha, do you watch B&B? Oh no. Hmm. Yeah, it's gonna. It's funny because you said this. You know what? Maybe I should just take your word for it. Yeah. Well, Skinner, there was no B&B today. No, it was B&B wasn't off. I mean, B&B wasn't on today. Oh, Nikisha, you watch B&B sometimes. Okay. Nikisha, are you at work right now? I'm bored with the I'm bored with the tire stories. Yeah. Yeah, B&B was off and General Hospital was off. But I didn't I had a feeling that um Y&R is on because you can watch early episodes like of Y&R. Like I could watch today's episode and tomorrow's episode if I wanted to because well you just can. You know what episode was actually really bad today? Oh, okay, Nikisha, okay. Days was actually pretty bad today. Days Days of Our Lives was just boring. It was just a filler episode, and oh, Skinny, oh, okay, you like that scene, okay. Yeah, I got wild things vibe from it. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, they are. Yep, you're right. So sometimes, okay, all right, Skinny, so you know, okay, all right, okay. Not gonna lie, I was not there. What usually here's the thing. Usually I fast forward past those scenes, but I was like, you know what? Especially when he looked up in the sky, he was like, "Thank you." I laughed so hard. I was like, I think that might have been one of my favorite episodes. Not just because of whatever, but still. Freddie is in the chat. How are you doing today or tonight? I always say tonight and tonight because you know everyone is coming from a different time zone. So never really know. Never really know. Yeah, apparently some people are actually upset about that, about the whole threesome sex scene or whatever. And I'm just like, yo, it's I was never really a fan of scenes like that. Just in general, I feel like we're adults, like we know how that stuff works. You know, did anyone actually watch Days of Our Lives today? I'm just curious if anyone actually watched Days. But does anyone in the chat even watch Days of Our Lives? Sanford is in the chat. Jefferson is in the chat. Yeah, it was trash. It was trash. DC is in the chat. How are you doing, Jefferson? And what do you mean DC? What do you mean it was weird? Was it weird? I didn't feel like it was. Well, you tell me how you thought it was weird. What did everyone think of Days of Our Lives after you watched Days? Okay, cool. Yeah, what did everyone think of say Days episode today? Okay. Oh, Susan, you're done with it. Yeah, no, DC, it didn't work for me either. Like the episode was just, it was a filler episode. Yeah, Sanford, I didn't even see. I cut the cord a long time ago, so like I just, oh, DC, you don't like Roman? Okay. Ooh, okay, Freddie. Okay, okay. Holly Sutton is the hook killer. That's interesting. I mean, I know it's a rumor, but that'll be interesting. On the mind control, okay. Wow, you know, DC, you've been watching the show for a long time. And I guess it makes sense because I've been watching GH for about that time since 2000. Well, yeah, so yeah, 22 years. Jesus Christ. I've been watching GH for 22 years. DC, what you don't like about Roman? I mean, I don't really. Yeah, no, Jefferson. Today's episode was just. It was a filler. It was a filler. It didn't really do anything. It didn't really go anywhere. And okay, Skinner, you don't like Roman either. His first girl. No, we know what you meant. Hmm. No, DC, I'm pretty sure you're not the only person who sees that Roman's acting is just very monotone and robotic. Pretty sure that's not the case. Jack and Nicole should hook up. Gerard or Jared. Yeah, Jared. Okay. Jack and Nicole. That's that's a very odd. Yeah, Skinner. That's one way to put it. That's a very odd. It's a very odd pairing. What makes you want Jack and Nicole to hook up? Is it just shock value or something? I'm a little curious about that. Do, do you want DC? You want to explain to the class how you can see Jack and Nicole being together? Ah, Sanford. Okay, yeah. Hmm. Really, DC? I don't know. I feel like Nicole. I feel like Jack could be Nicole could be Jack's daughter. I mean, that's just how I look at it. Which again, I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking. I'm not knocking the age difference. I'm just pointing that out. I'm just pointing that out. Where the hell is this thing is actually done? I don't know. I mean, I hmm, I guess it could work. Like I said, I don't really knock age differences, but okay, all right, DC, I can see that. Okay, all right, Jared, I'm not knocking, not knocking. So odd, but I can work with it. Yeah, yeah, DC, yeah, that'll be a little. I don't even have a word for that. But no, I kind of had a feeling like I knew what you kind of had a feeling what you meant. Kind of had a feeling. But I don't know. I feel like maybe tomorrow's episode is going to be a little more better. Yeah, no, DC, no, that yeah, I can see that 40 and 60. Skinner says lack of chemistry. I don't know. Skinner, I have to take your word for it. I've always been like not good as far as seeing chemistry or anything like that. It just I don't know. But I'll take your word for it. Mm, uh, DC, I will take your word for it. Yeah, no, Freddie, that makes sense. Listen, when I started off, I was just doing the ABC shows. It wasn't until I started doing reviews that I started watching some of the other stuff. Okay, Scan, you was a Bill and Steffi fan back in the 2010s. Okay, I wonder what that show was like back then. I really do. I wonder what that show was like back then because I always sit there and look at the difference between General Hospital now and General Hospital back then, and there is a difference. There is a oof, there is a difference. But I would like to sit there and think it's not a bad difference. That's true. That's true, DC. That's true. That's true. I don't know. I guess for me personally, I'm not a Nicole fan. So, oh wow, Apple, yeah, yeah. You've been watching it for a hot minute. Oh, Skinny, you don't think that Jack and Nicole have much in common? Hmm. Yeah, but I mean, when has that actually stopped people? You know, opposites attract and everything. Yeah, Apple. I've only been watching it since 2000, which I actually still think that that's a very long time to watch a show. Oh, oh, they were ex-husbands. Okay. Apple says says Hector no. What? You see, Nicole was married to Victor. Okay, see that's oof, I almost actually lost my damn lunch for a minute. Of course, Sanford, because you like a lot of those characters. Punk World is in the chat. Was good. How you doing today? Tonight? You know what? Anything past 5 o'clock is going to be tonight. That's how I'm going to sit there and measure this. How are you doing, Punk World? Okay, okay, Skinner. Yeah, I can. I mean, I can definitely see the sex part. That's just, ugh. Yeah, no, DC. When you say it like that, yeah. When you say it like that, that makes sense. I mean, maybe my issue is just with Nicole. You know, yesterday I was sitting there talking about Gabby. I was talking about Gabby and Shen, and I was talking about how I feel like in some sort of way, Gabby kind of deserves what she's getting from Shen because you are engaged to this man, and yet the minute that Shen leaves the room, you're all over stepping, talking about, oh, you got to remember our love, this, that, and the third. I'm like, that is hella disrespectful. That is so disrespectful. Yeah, Susan. But I mean, Nicole is not exactly the brightest bulb in the room in the room. And Susan, in some ways, I don't even mind Nicole going after Eric because Rafe deserves everything that he's getting at this point. Is that yeah, she is married to Skinner. Nathan Banks is in the chat. Was good. Hmm. I can see that point. I can see that point, DC. How you doing, Nathan? How you doing in chat? Thank you for joining. F was disrespectful, but laws rules. Yeah, but it's still disrespectful. I can't get over that. Freddie, I agree with that. Michael is being a hypocrite. Josh is being a hypocrite. I 100% agree with you on that. Yeah, Skinner. I mean, what he did sit there and say, he was like, "Yo, listen, if I had to choose between the company and Gabby, I'm choosing the company." But isn't no? I mean, I agree with that. Well, I'm just pointing that part out. I mean, at the end, they're both kind of bad. So yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree with that, DC. I just looked at it like, but again, at the end of the day, it's like they're they're both they're both being disrespectful in a way. All 19, all 19. What is an anti-hero? I want to know what an anti-hero is. Tell me what an anti-hero is. All 19, because I know what an anti-villain is. And I was thinking about you yesterday. So let me know what that is. Oh, DC, no, no, I totally believe Shen would kick Gabby to the curb because he knows that Gabby's only with him because of the conditioning. He knows. Yeah, DC, I see. I know why you got those emojis, DC. Um, no, but I really do believe that Shen would kick Gabby to the curb. He would literally kick Gabby to the curb, no question. Janet is in the chat. How you doing today? How you doing tonight, Janet? Hmm. I don't like it. I've never heard of an anti-hero before. So thank you for educating me. Oh, okay. All right, Jenna. So were you just listening to me like on your, I don't know. Well, thank you, Jenna. I appreciate you just coming in and just listening. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a good day so far. Yeah, Freddie. I heard the same thing. I heard the same thing. Jenna, you're multitasking. Okay, all right, that's what's up. Well, I mean, Richard, I hope he does something as far as retribution because it's not a good look. It's not a good look. I'm just saying. Oh, Jen, you watching YNR? Okay. Yeah, I just caught up to yesterday's episode. Apparently, he's going to tell himself and get himself fired. So I'm looking forward towards that. Yeah, no, I know. I don't know. I know what that means now. Yeah, me too, DC. Me too. Yeah, DC. I heard that he's coming back too. I don't know. I'm not exactly a fan of his acting. Oh yeah, no, Jen. I definitely think that I think that she's leaving. But you know what really sucks though? I felt like General Hospital wasted her, didn't use her enough. And now YNR is doing the same thing. Jakaris is in the chat. How you doing? How are you doing today? Yeah, I mean that's the thing, Jay. I mean that sucks. That sucks. I will sit there and say that. That sucks. Juanita says I can see Mike on that hook for a minute. Ooh, that's a good one, Nikisha. I think I might actually be EJ. I think I might actually be EJ. It's weird because a while back I would sit there and say Sonny or Jason, but since Jason's not on there anymore, I would sit there and say EJ. Yeah, Nate. I mean, yeah, Nathan. What's his name? Devon didn't even really want that to happen. It was Lily that kept pushing that whole thing together. Yeah, it's weird, DC, because I really thought about that, and I was like, if Jason was still on the show, I would straight up said Jason. Out of 19, soap opera needs to be gray and morally gray, like good guys, and yeah, okay. Yes, Nikisha, he is. Yep, he's the one with the British accent, which I heard from a couple of people that that's not even his real accent. Like he has a very Australian accent. So it's really interesting to sit there and see him just flip that. I need to get back together. Jared, I just wish that Sharon would do anything other than being in that damn coffee shop. It's like they won't let her leave the coffee shop. They will not let her leave the coffee shop. Richard, Sonny, Corinthus would be it for me. You know, Richard, I thought about that, but I was like, maybe Jason. Yeah, Janet, I'm just like, yo, let her leave the coffee shop. Yep, Alicia still got to go to Noodles. Got to go to Noodles. I got this thing going on. So, yep. Apple, yeah, Sharon is useless. And that's a shame because I don't. The problem with YNR is that they do have good characters, but they really pick and choose which ones they want to have front and center and give them something really good. It, exactly, Jared. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's nothing against the characters. It's against the people that use her. You know what, Nathan? That's a good. Why does not okay? Why does Sharon not actually practice? Why does she not actually ever practice anything? Like practice her psychiatry? Yeah, Jen, I know. Sally's good. They give her something to do. Oh, Jared, there was a feud between Sharon and Nikki. Yeah, Richard, that was gonna be my first choice. That was gonna be my first choice. Yeah, yeah. Do you see? I mean, Grant, I've only been watching it for a little bit, but every time I've seen her, she's just been at the damn coffee shop. I'm like, I, I don't get it. Can somebody explain to me why Sharon isn't practicing like being a psychiatrist. I want to understand that. And I know people have been watching the show longer than me. Have they ever seen Sharon practice psychiatry or anything like that, or is she just in a coffee shop? Do you see his body? What the Stanford coffee coffee shop therapist? Oh yeah, Nikisha, he was on there for a little bit, right? I was kind of you've seen her practice. So so what happened? She doesn't have an office or anything. So after what was she practicing then? Mm. All right, Jared, I have to take your word on it. Oh, Skinny, you never seen her practice? Oh, okay, nowhere. Ethel says. DC, yeah. Oh, Susan, when she worked at the police station. Okay. Oh, okay, Nikisha, same thing. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. Ultimately, it's a shame that they don't have Sharon really do too much. Um, I feel like Sharon. I feel like the actress that plays Sharon might have been on the show longer than the actor that plays Noah. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. They're giving Noah a lot to do. Oh, Juanita. Yes, on Chelsea, she visited her at Adam's apartment with someone. Okay. I don't know. I feel, and then of course you got Elena that's leaving. I think she's gone. Yeah, Jared, they did practically move Faith and Moses to like somewhere else. Oh, Apple, she's not leaving the show. Okay. Yeah, yeah, no, DC they do use Marlena, and I wish they could have used Sharon that way. Hmm. Yeah, and okay, Nikisha, yeah. It's just too bad they just don't use her anymore. Hmm. Yeah, I get that, Freddie. I feel like a lot of people feel that way. I'm kind of looking at it as like at least it gives her story, it gives her depth. Yeah, Alicia Marlene has done it all. Oh, Susan, okay. Yeah, but they should set her up in the office. Oh, okay, it's gonna, yeah. Yeah, but you know, it's, I mean, again, just in general, it seems like they don't really. Jerry, you're okay with them retconning them? Okay, that's a bold statement. I like that. Most people hate retcon, especially if you've been watching it for years and they just decide, nope, we're just gonna sit there and change this around. But okay, I respect it. I respect it. I mean, Allie has only been on the show for a little bit, and it seems like they're using Allie on Y&R more than they are Sharon. Idaho 19. The Boys on Amazon. Yeah, Idaho 19, The Boys on Amazon. One they could spread the misery. Uh, you know, Jakara's at times, yes. Although she can just do some really weird stuff, like walking in someone's house without being invited and just giving this person attitude when you're in their house. But I don't know. Oh, Jen, it could be that they want a younger relationship. Alicia, why wouldn't you trust Kevin Collins? Oh, okay, DC. Yeah, I mean, yes, Apple, but at the same time, no. Because sometimes, like for me, first impressions really do. First impressions do really kind of make you judge a character. uh, Alicia, you're too funny. DC with those damn emojis. He has Ryan as a brother. Yeah, really, Nikisha, I didn't know that. Yes, yeah. No, Auto 19. I love the boys. I I love the boys. I still got to catch the latest season though. Oh, Team Marshall, that might be interesting, and people may actually be upset about that. Um, no, Nathan Banks. You know, it's always a show I was wondering about, but I just never really can get into it though. Um, Alicia, no, that's more of a like soap opera. Well, no, it's not a soap opera. That's more of a superhero show, but it's like if the Justice League just didn't care and just did whatever they wanted to. Yeah, it's gonna. I doubt that's gonna happen to him. Auto 19, I thought that The Boys was rated R. And if it's not, then they definitely got the wrong rating. Oh wow. Okay, DC, that was definitely before my time. Definitely before my time. Nagisha, you know what's really funny? The minute I read that other comment, I thought about you. I seriously thought about you. Oh, all right. Auto 19, I mean, to each his own. I watch them both. Yeah, Auto 19, The Boys is way better than Cobra Kai. I mean, they're different shows. I mean, one is like karate and teenage angst, and the others is just a bunch of people that have powers and that just kind of like act like a-holes about it. Really, DC? I didn't know that. Okay, DC. Those sounds like some really interesting storylines that I would have really loved back in the day. Yeah, DC. It makes me wonder. It makes me wonder. You know, because when you have a character that just exit like that, it just makes you wonder: did she want to leave, or did they want her to leave? You know? Oh, Skinny, I really can't stand EJ. Yeah, I can. I listen. I have no delusions about EJ. Like, I like that character. He's besides Steve, he's one of my favorite characters. But I understand that there's plenty of reason not to like him. Okay, Jared. Yeah, no, of course not, Alicia. Of course not. Really decent. Okay. Let's see if they killed Trina. Yeah, but Keisha, they're not killing EJ. I mean, they're not killing Trina off though. Yeah, no, no. Apple, I totally agree with that. I totally 100% agree with that. EJ is definitely a like I like EJ, but there's times where I feel like he just goes a little bit too far, and I was like, damn, bro, really? Like you had to do all that? And of course, Sammy couldn't. Yeah, it's kind of that's what I was like, yo, that sounds really interesting. Whoa, okay. Yeah, that definitely sounds crazy. Clearly, I did not know that, DC. Like, damn, that sounds. I mean, it sounds fun. It would sound really. That's crazy too. But I don't. I actually turned you from like, well, what it would have been like if I would have been reviewing stuff back in the day. Yeah, Juanita, I remember that. That was yesterday. But more security? I mean, like, how much more security does she need? How much more security does she need? It's weird. I felt like I was gonna say something, and then I just like once again lost my damn train of thought. That is true. Auto 19. Nikki, you really don't want her getting out, do you? Yes, can I do remember that? That like stuff like that. I'm just like, yo, I can't. I just, ugh. Yeah, but you got a very interesting sense of humor. That was too late for everyone. Yeah, no, Sonny. I mean, Susan, Nikisha, which is really odd. How did they actually wind up getting together? No. Okay. I didn't that. It days was wild back in the day, but here's the thing. Because I didn't like. Why did Sonny and Ava get together in the first place? Like, there was a point where I just stopped watching it for a little bit, and I just wonder how did they want to be. Oh, Jesus Christ, Nikisha. Damn. I was gonna say whatever happened to Celeste. I liked her. Skinner, who was Celeste on what show? Yeah, Jared. Diane lives in Phyllis' head rent free, just like Carly does in Nina's head. Just like Carly does in Nina's head. Wow, Nikisha, okay. That's was Lexi's mother. Lexi. No, no, it's kind of. I mean, like, what show are we talking about? I feel like the name is familiar, but I just can't pinpoint it because they got so many. There's so many shows and so many characters. Days of Our Lives. Okay. Celeste. Like Celeste. Celeste. Who the hell is Celeste? But yeah, I'm assuming that's was days before I started watching. I mean, years before I started watching that. Didn't Sarah think that she was Celeste at one point? Or am I just mixing it up? She was Celeste. Oh, DC. Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, that's okay. Crystal Williams is in the chat. Was good. Skinner and his baby mama. Okay, okay. When somebody says Celeste, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, wait, the movie and everything like that, that Johnny was going to sit there and have. I'm wondering what is this secret with Chanel? I'm wondering what is this secret with Chanel? And how you doing tonight, Crystal Williams? We're talking about, well, I guess days now. Um, I'm wondering what that secret is that they couldn't sit there and say yesterday. Oh, nice. Um, okay, Nikkish, yeah, yeah. If you can email it to me, that would be really great, and I will check it out right after I'm done with the live. Susan, do you like this Chanel or do you like the other actress that plays Chanel? Yeah, DC, I'm just like, yo, where's that? What is that secret? Hmm. At this point, Jared, I feel like everyone was just getting so tired of this back and forth love triangle thing. Um, and of course, they made it this and last in the last couple of weeks. Yes, Sanford. Yes, if everyone can sit there and hit the like, that would definitely help. We got like 24 people in the chat, so all the likes will definitely help. Thank you, Sanford. Oh no, Alicia, I want to see it. I want to see it. Yeah, DC. Sloan is definitely trash. Yeah, no, no, Nikisha, definitely send it to me. Yeah, Susan, I remember that. Hmm. So yeah, Susan, I remember that. Alicia says Nick Fulton should have stayed on days. That was the guy that came in for a little bit to play Spinelli, right? Yes, I mean that's a good possibility. Nick says who is I mean Skinner says who is Nick. That Nikisha, that could totally be possible. Nick Horton, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he came in for a little bit. I think he came in for like an episode to play Spinelli, and he did a really terrible job. He did an extremely terrible job. No, it's gonna. I think that's the actress. That's the actor's name. Yeah, Freddie. Exactly, and it doesn't have anything to do with Sunny. Oh, Jared, they have Felicia. Okay, definitely before my time. One, you talking about on days, or you talking about on Y&R? Oh yeah, no, Alicia, that's gonna be done. Black Line, you were never late. Thank you for joining. We're talking about days, NGH, and pretty much everything in between. But thank you for joining, Black Line. No need to be sorry. I'm just glad you're here. Hmm. Yeah, DC. I partly remember them mentioning that. Hmm. Alicia, didn't Nick Fallon try to do something with Gabby that I'm not gonna say? Yeah, yeah, DC. He was. I can't even sit there and say, well, he was. He was. But yeah, no, I'm wondering what that secret is. I'm wondering what that secret is. Um, I feel like somebody was saying that they couldn't stand this whole sickness thing with all three of them, with Kate, Marlena, and Kayla. Hmm. So DC, if you had a choice between living with the Damaras or living with the Quartermains, who would you choose? Oh, Alicia Curtis is definitely not going to forgive. Not going to forgive Portia. That's going to be a wrap. That's going to be a wrap. Like straight up, that is going to be a wrap. That is going to be a wrap. I hope it doesn't take as long for this whole Portia secret to come out. Yeah, Jared. So Kyle really is the father of that child. DC would go with the Quartermains. Robbins, you would go with the Quartermains all day. Okay, so you would not do the Damaras. Wow. Okay. Yep. Auto 19. The boys is darker and edgier. Hmm. T. Marshall. I feel like that would probably break it because actually having a baby would make it so much more real. I can see that breaking them up. I could. But then who would Ava? Here's the thing: who would Ava go out with then, if not Nicholas? There's a more fun evil, but yeah. DC, I'm gonna spice it up. I would probably go with the Damaris. I probably wouldn't last that long, but I would go with the Damaris. Alicia says Esme is not pregnant. Mm, I mean, it wouldn't make sense for her to have more of a baby bump than Willow. So I can see where you're going with that. Not Ava would be out. Exactly, Sanford. Ava would be out. Susan Griffin, if he comes back. So he's supposed to be coming back. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of weird though, because like you was just with her daughter. I mean, granted, it was years ago, but I can okay. Yeah, DC. I like to be kind of a risk taker sometimes. Susan, Ava, and Sunny. Alicia, Stefan was the man. Yeah, I'm liking Stefan so far. I am. I'm liking his character. Yeah, 19. They do. Oh, you got 14 likes. That's what's up. Nick and Billy. Yeah, DC, you would have actually thought since Abby got killed in that house, they would have, but nope. Hmm. You know, Stanford, I would sit there and say Abraham Sonny. Yeah, DC, I mean, in a lot of ways, I kind of, if he does come back, hopefully he doesn't stay. I really don't. Yeah, Lisa, I agree with DC. But, you know, it's like GH just loves to pile on so many people in this show. It gets to a point where it's like, what are you doing? You know, this is the reason. And granted, I think this is them doing it on purpose. They have so many characters on the show, um, and stories tend to drag. But it works for them. It works for the writers because they have time to prepare the next stories. But it doesn't work for the fans, though. That's the problem. It doesn't work for the fans. Oh, Apple, it was confirmed. Yeah. Hmm. I don't know. They got Holly coming back. There's reports, well, not reports, but there's rumors of that actress that played Lois. She wants to come back, and I'm like, why? Mm. Yeah, Sanford. I remember Sunny and Griffin's talk. You know, DC, why are you interested in Diane's storyline? I can see Tucker, but why Diane? Why Diane? Yeah, Freddie. No, it's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be done zone. Really, Jared? Well, I mean, I have to take your word for it. Yeah, DC, he was. And you know what's really odd? There was a point where Nathan actually shot him. Like he shot him. Like who does that? Well, I wouldn't sit there and say who does that, but still. Tracy Stevens, how you doing? You know, Alicia, it's at a point where it's so unnecessary. Yeah, DC. I mean, they are bothered by her, but it's just so. Yep, Sanford. I was waiting for that cat. I was waiting for that comment. Yep, Auto 19. They do. That's what makes the show work. Yeah, Alicia. Griffin was a priest. Oh, DC, he's definitely standing 10 toes down. DC? Don't you love the autocorrect? And it says Billy and Lily are boring. It's just so weird to sit there and like Billy and Lily. Jonathan is in the chat. How you doing? How you doing tonight? Janet, they are boring. Alicia Spinelli wasn't on days. No. But Janet, you know it's really I don't understand what Billy is like he still hasn't found Like this dude is literally like 40 something years old, and he's still sitting there wondering what he wants to do with his life. Jared, I would actually find that a very funny scene to watch. Freddie, yeah, yeah. I was hoping that the hook killer would take care of some of them. And I miss her with Kane. I don't know who Kane is. Hey, DC, you gotta sit there and tell me that because I have no idea. Hmm. Interesting, Nikisha. I wonder who this Kane character is. Where he did go. Yeah, Alicia, he definitely went off the rails. Hmm. Yeah, I never looked at that. Robinsons. Yeah, I mean, I know it, but that's just weird though. You know, I like Kane. I didn't care for Kane. Tracy, Steve. You know, Tracy. I feel like that's what the fans want. The fans probably wanted that for a while. But DC isn't Devon and Lily like aren't they family members? Out of 19, you really love really good characters. Hmm. What makes you say that, Nikisha? Oh, Jared, I thought we were in the 50s. I thought it was the 50th anniversary. Kane Abbott. Oh, okay, DC. Okay, well, I like an accent. I like an accent. Really, Skinner. Okay. Johnson, I heard of Beastmasters. Is that the actor? Hmm. Jerry, you mean Michael as in Michael Baldwin? Oh, okay. That's that's still okay. Oh, okay, okay, Nikisha. Okay. All right, good, 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 good. Wow, you know me well. Oh, Freddie, yeah. But you know what? You know what, Freddie? There was a point where Lucy did decide she wanted to continue going when Anna and Valentine was like, "You need to back off." Oh, okay, Johnson. Okay. Oh yeah, they were adopted. Okay. I mean, he was adopted, but still. Oh, okay, Jared. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you for clearing that up. Because you know when I got on Paramount it says 50, so that's always like, ooh, DC, how did Devon lose his hearing? Okay, Alicia. Ah, so okay, so Nikisha, he was on Y and R too. Okay. Okay, DC, that's okay. But you also, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. Oh wow, Juanita. Okay, yeah, that's Juanita. That's a long time. You know, I'm already counting on Samuel, but I can definitely count on you too if I got some questions about Y&R. You know what, DC? I'm good. I'm just not. I'm just not gonna go there. Did you know? Screw it. I am gonna go there. DC, didn't you like that story with the cousins on the cousins being together? I don't remember what show, but oh, okay, yeah, okay. Well, how did he lose his hearing in the first place, though? Jakara's. I would. You know what? Hmm, that's a good question. Because part of me wants to sit there and say Jerry Jackson. The other part of me wants to sit there and say Alcazar. I mean, that's. I mean, everyone liked that. Doesn't mean it was. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna go there. Oh, all right, Jared. That sounds like a lot of names. I have no idea who they are. Yeah, I don't know, Jonathan. I didn't like today's episode of Days. I really didn't. Ooh, Nikisha David Vickers. That name, like when you said that, I was like, Jonathan Shiloh was a good. Yeah, yeah, Jonathan. He was a good villain on there. Yeah, I don't understand how viewers can accept two cousins kissing. Like that just seems so wrong on so many levels. Like it just I don't I don't see it. I don't understand it. I think it's weird. I think it's wrong. I think it's just gross. Yeah, Nathan. I mean, it kind of was as far as like getting drawn into like cults and stuff like that. Hmm. I don't. It's weird, DC. Tracy. Somebody said it might be Holly. Holly being mind controlled. Yeah, Nikisha. I think when he came back, like I didn't know that much about him, but when he came back, I thought he was pretty interesting. Freddie, a lot of people feel that way about Cody. Oh, Jonathan, yeah, no, yeah, it's gonna be a wrap between those two. It's gonna be a wrap. Yeah, Nikisha does not like Cody. Do you like Rory? It says Mr. Hook take out Cody. Diane and Billy. Hmm, maybe, maybe Jared. Yeah, DC crazy is one word for it, and then there's gross, there's wrong, there's disgusting, there's a bunch of other words for that. Um, but Yes, John. I remember you told me that. You know, DC, maybe if I was younger, I would have probably like not minded so much. But I feel like hearing about it now just sounds gross, you know? But I don't know. To be fair, I think there's a lot of stuff that we grew up with that might have been like kind of, like you said, where's that soda when she needed it? What soda are you talking about? Gracefully. Okay. I mean, like I said, DC, I feel like when we grow up, like there's certain stuff in the 90s and the 80s that was probably more acceptable when we were younger. And then we grow up and then we're just like, I don't know. Like one of my favorite sitcoms is Married with Children. But if I was to watch all the episodes now, there'll probably be certain episodes I would have been like, really? How even Martin, I used to sit there and love that show. But I don't think I can go back now and watch it the same way and be like, oh, this is so funny. Like certain things I feel like I would probably be offended watching, or just it wouldn't work for me, you know? So I mean, maybe that's one of those things with the whole cousin storyline. But I mean, DC, could you actually be on board with something like that now? Jonathan, you're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong. I mean, look at the whole Marshall storyline. Mm. So in the case you just in general, you think he's just more boring. Yeah, DC, they got away with a lot of stuff back then. Coming. Oh, okay. All right, Jared. Oh, happy. He was not impressed with him on Chicago. 25 is in the chat. How you doing? Well, yeah, Nikisha, especially when I had him join in with Finn stuff. Jonathan, I used to watch Adult Swim when I was younger, but I haven't really watched it in a while. Yeah, Jakaris, I remember you saying you didn't like One Light to Live. wasn't shocking. Wasn't shocking for you at the time. Well, I mean, DC, that was probably a while back, you know. But yeah, no, Nikisha, I mean, and another thing is they're taking so long with the storyline. I'm surprised you're not bored already. Okay, Freddie, yeah, you don't like what's going on there. Okay. Me too, Nikisha. Because at one point I was like, all right, is it going to be a D.I. Joe storyline? Is it going to be a supernatural storyline? Um, Jakaris, it will be Allie. It will be Allie. Yeah, Johnson, they did have a lot of good storylines when I watched it. I actually heard that they were supposed to kick off Marcy at one point because of her size, and the fans revolted against that. Hmm. No, Jonathan, I don't remember that. But I only watched it, I think, for like a couple years, like 1998. I started watching it. Alicia, you think that Rory's personality is boring? Yeah, yeah, Nagisha, the fact that like they just joined it together was just kind of. And then here's the thing, Nikisha, it wouldn't have been so bad, but then they started to retcon Finn's storyline. You know, I mean, yeah, they could have gave her her own thing. That's true. Oh, okay, Jonathan. Damn, kind of upset I missed that then. Yeah, DC definitely missed opportunity. I mean, I didn't think they were going to go with the supernatural stuff, but still. Yeah, Jared, I heard about that. I heard about that. Um, was Jason Thomas playing Billy at that time, or was it actually Billy during that time when they were a thing? Because it seems like now, Jared, like Phyllis despises him. Oh, Alicia, pretty much, Liz can go and you'd be fine with it. Yeah, Freddie, you know you can blame the bloated cast for that. That's why they take us so long to get there. Cam could have been a single dad, having custody of his brother. What? Ethel Billy and Summer was a thing? Oh, okay, Ethel, okay. Yeah, DC, again, that's a retcon though. Yeah, no, Jonathan, I remember that. Oh, okay, Nathan, okay. Maybe, DC, maybe. Yeah, that's always in this indication. I don't. Why would it be strange? Jared. Oh, Apple. Okay, it was a one-time thing. Okay, okay, all right. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm actually glad that the power didn't cut out because it was actually seemed like it was going to be a storm at the time. Oh, okay. All right, Jared. Hey, you know what happened to the other Billy? Like, what happened to the actor that played Billy and who played Drew? Where is he now? Really, Jonathan? Okay, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. But I feel, I mean, Jonathan, they'll probably just come in for a little bit and like make a little guest appearance, and then like, yeah, DC, they're gonna have to try to find some sort of way to make sense out of that because he was on suit in Lucifer for a bit. Really, Susan? I mean, I remember Lucifer. I don't remember that Billy being on Lucifer. Oh, okay, DC, I gotta look it up. Thank you. Really, Nathan? Okay. All right, at least he's doing stuff. Yeah, Alicia. Yes. Oh, okay. All right, Jonathan. And Nikisha at the end. Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, I'll probably have to take your word for it. I like Jason Thomas, but Okay, Jared. Interesting, Susan. Yeah, pretty. That's what a lot of people's like, yo, the math is just not adding up. All right, DC, you have a good night. Thank you for joining. Hmm. Really, Skinner? I guess I have to take your word for it because I didn't see Gina as that. I mean, like when I came in and started watching it, it was just Michelle Stanford. So, no, I mean, it might be, but to me, you know, you know, that is a good question, Jonathan. Because I was so sure when I saw her with the cloak and everything like that, and they said it was a woman. Now I have no idea. Oh, Nikisha, you don't like Cindy Watts as you don't like Cindy Watts as Nina. I'm not gonna lie, it took a minute. It took a minute for me to get used to Cindy Watts as Nina. It did. You know, after a while, I felt like she made Nina her own character, so I'll give her that. Oh, Jonathan, what if the killer's a guy wearing a wig? And I'll be back. I feel like at this point I'm already back to square one. Interesting choice, Black Mom. Have a good night, Alicia. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you being here. Have a good night, Alicia. Okay, Nikisha. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind her as Nina, but I also like her as Phyllis too. Yeah, Freddie, I agree with that. Asmay stuff is interesting. I feel like sometimes with this with GH is character driven. Like even if the stories isn't always just like good, people still like the characters. I think that's why I stuck with the show for as long as I did. You know, and probably why I would probably never leave watching the show. You know. Oh, Jonathan, who does Cindy Watts play on Y&R? Like everyone actually was on Y&R. Are you like? Yeah, Black. Like I said, they're both good. Have a good night, Apple. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate seeing you. Susan, I missed. Has anyone thought about ADA? You know, Stacks, I think we were talking about that last night as far as her, I don't know, maybe being a killer. Ooh, okay, Jonathan. Interesting. I like Cindy Watts. Oh, wow, okay. Have one of those storylines. Okay, Jason, so you also think that it could be a man wearing a wig. Oh, Susan, yeah, no, I do miss Roger. But I don't know about this Austin character. I don't dislike him. It's just I'm not caring either way. She was the recast with Katie. Hmm, interesting, Jonathan. It seems like these actors have just been on so many different shows. Um, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, Freddie. Yeah, I think we were talking about that yesterday. We were talking about that yesterday, and one of my surprise subscribers is meant to saying like, "Yo, listen, if if she had to sit there and start killing people every time that she lost, well, it just wouldn't be good." But of course, she said her record was like even with wins and losses. Yeah, Stacks, but I feel like this whole baby thing is exactly like Nicholas deserves this. Nicholas deserves this. Jonathan, that's a good theory. Yeah. I mean it's a wild one. Oh wow, Nikisha, Nikisha is setting her expectations low for this one. Wow. I guess the writers haven't really impressed you that much lately. That you gotta that you gotta sit there and have your expectations that low. Yes, Dax. I mean, the question is, how is Esme that big and yet Willow is that small? Yep, because of the writers. Yep, Sanford agrees. Yeah, yeah, that's a damn shame. It is. It's a shame. It is a shame. But with that being said, I've been on here for about an hour and 30 minutes, so I also got to wake up at the crack of dawn in the morning. So I'm going to head on out, but I do want to thank everyone for joining. This was a hell of a lot of fun. Thank you, each and every single person, for just coming on, for liking, subscribing, and just being here in general. No, Jonathan, I don't remember that. Just the fact that it was a woman. Thank you, Stacks. Thank you, Susan, for being the new face and just joining. Oh, Jessica, I'm sorry. It's actually really good to see you again. Yeah, no, Jessica, it's good seeing you again. Definitely check out the post that I usually put up because I usually put up a time. Thank you for stopping by, though. Yeah, Jared, I do remember that. Have a good night, Blackmon. Thank you for joining. It's exactly, Nikisha. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Jonathan, you will see me on Sunday. Nikisha, thank you. Have a good night. Thank you for just being here. Okay, Jessica, I look forward to you being in the chat. Thank you. Yeah, Freddie, I heard that was a good storyline. I missed out on that one, but I heard it was good. Yes, Sanford, you will see. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope I see everyone on Sunday. Have a good night, Sanford. Have a good night, Tracy Steves. Thank you for joining. Oh, Susan, I'm gonna be doing live streaming on Sunday. I do live stream on Sunday, every Sunday at 6 o'clock. 6 p.m. Eastern Pacific Standard Time. So I'll be back. Yes, thank you, Nikisha. Thank you. Thank you for remembering. Really good memory. I'm sorry I didn't say anything, but yeah, no, thank you for remembering. I look forward to watching that. Yes, thank you, Freddie. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Ottawa 19. Um, thank you, everyone, for joining. I'm gonna sit there and end the stream now. Uh, I may be doing some random testing on something new that I'm gonna be doing. That's gonna be a lot of fun. So if you see me on stream, I'm gonna put out testing stream. So it won't be like an actual stream. Thank you, Tracy Steves. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you. I definitely could sit there and use that for tomorrow, 5 a.m. at Starbucks. So thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Skinner. Thank you for just being here. I really appreciate I really appreciate everyone for being here, just chatting it up, chopping it up. Like I said, everyone, I will be back on Sunday, 6 p.m. unless anything changes, and that is 6 p.m. Eastern Pacific Standard Time. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you again, Tracy Steves. I really appreciate that. Richard, have a good night. Thank you. And if I didn't sit there and say good night, um, well, good night. But I just want to thank everyone for being on the stream. All right, I'm gonna sit there and end this now. Thank you so much, and I will see everyone in the next stream.